Shabbat Shalom to all my friends in SW3 and beyond. This week's Sidra Vayelech, Shabbos Shuvah, the Shabbos in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. There is one of the only times in the whole Torah that something historically mentioned in this week's Sidra actually occurs always around this time of year. When we read in the weekly portion about leaving Egypt, it never happens around Pesach time. When we read about other historical events in the Torah, it never falls on the same time as it historically happened. But in this week's Sidra, Moshe says to the Jewish people, it'll be on the 7th year when you all come to the temple on the festival of Sukkot, which is coming up next week. And it's always this time of year that we read about the festival of Sukkot. But the words when you all come, Kol Yisrael, every single Jew will come. Why is that? Why all? We know that 3 times a year the male would go up to the Jerusalem mountains when the temple was around, Pesach, Shavuos and Sukkot, and be there and celebrate there and then come back home. But on Sukkot, Moshe emphasizes all Israel. And why is that? And the answer is, if you make your calculations, after the Jewish people sinned with the golden calf, Moses had to go up to the mountain again. When he went up to the mountain for the second time, the pillar of cloud, which would protect the Jewish people like huts, disappeared because of the sin of the golden calf. And only when Moshe came down again did that pillar of cloud come down and protect the Jewish people like huts. And that was on the 15th of Tishrei, the day that Sukkot falls. In other words, we commemorate right now in history on the day that we read about it, when the Jews were protected again. And here the Ralbag says, just like we can read about it in today's Sidra, about God coming down and physically protecting us with a pillar of cloud, making sure that wherever we go we have God's presence around us, then please God, coming from Yom Kippur into Sukkot, into a new year, may we feel that God's protection is tangible like a hut of protection to protect us as we go into the next year. Shana Tova, until Yom Kippur, where one more message will be said before the holy day. Good Shabbos.